Hello everyone, my name is Andy. Today is Tuesday, August 8th, time is around 6 GMT, and we will have a look at the DAX futures on the Oanda platform. So here we are looking at the 4-hour chart, and there are currently two scenarios that I'm considering. A bullish one and a bearish one, short term. The bullish one assumes that we had our wave 4 here in the higher degree wave 4 low. We had this low here, and so from here we did a 1, a 2, and we should now see a 3 more upside as a wave 3 here, as this wave 3. The bearish scenario short term looks like we had also our wave 3 here, but the wave 4 low was not in here. Instead, we are doing an expanded flat, which looks like this, A, B, and then here we should have a C wave, taking out this low as a wave 4, and then again more upside. So or A in 3, 1, 2, 3, or B wave, so then this is something corrective, and then we should have a wave C to the downside here in 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. Then we have the wave 4 low, and then we have more upside. If you want to have a bit more context about this, please have a look at my higher time frame analysis from this weekend. For now, I consider only this part here. And I also have to say, like normally I label my primary scenario in green and my secondary scenario in red. But for now, I do not really have a preference between the two. I think it's a 50-50 chance, so I do not favor the green one over the red one. I think they can both play out. So then here, if we look at the 1 hour, not much has changed compared to yesterday. Yeah, it's getting a bit difficult like this here. We cannot really interpret. The only thing we know is that this should be something corrective. Like we had a move down here. So this is like this cycle here. Now we have another cycle which looks corrective, which goes upward, so is correcting the downward cycle. And this can like I don't think this is the start yet, even in the bullish scenario. So the scenario in green, I don't think this is the start yet of our wave 3. If the wave 3 is, I don't think the wave 3 is coming now. Like we are in the area for our wave 2 here. So if we take the length of our wave 1, then our wave 2 should go into the area between the 0.5 and the 0.854 VIP retracement. This is what where we currently are. But even if the bullish scenario plays out, so that we will have a wave 3 here, then I think we should see first more downside here into this area, simply because this looks still a corrective structure here, and also in the other indices I'm expecting a bit more downside. So before the bullish scenario can play out, I think we need to see a bit more downside. But yeah, as I said, this here is corrective in my opinion, which means it can also be part of the bearish scenario, and therefore I do not really have a preference between the two scenarios. Based on this, I cannot really decide, or I do not really have a good indication where we could go. Like this could as well be like the scenario here in red, that we had a wave 1 down, that we are now correcting the structure down here, as a wave 2, that we have a shallow wave 2, and that we then go further down as a wave 3, 4, 5, taking out this low, completing the C leg and completing this wave 4. So for me, this is actually equally valid. So if we then look at 15 minutes, yeah, I changed my count here because it starts to look that if we see more downside, then this would be here, or WXY structure. And then this here is an ABC. Then here we should have another ABC. Like, let's assume that this is the wave X high. Then we should have ABC, something like this, down. But the problem is, like, we cannot work here with the equal legs area, because if we take equal legs from here, we are taking out this low, and then it cannot be a wave 2 anymore. Like, then our wave Y should end here, but if our wave Y ends here, then this cannot be a wave 2 anymore. So yeah, we have not much information to define, or we do not have the appropriate information to define the entries for our trades. So if you believe in the bullish scenario, which is wave 1 here, wave 2 down, and then wave 3 up, yeah, the only thing I can say is this is your invalidation level. So which means that yeah, if you go long from here, this is your invalidation level. If we take out this low here, then the bullish setup is no longer valid. But like, we are currently here, invalidation is here, so risk reward is not really interesting for me at the moment. Only if we would go deeper, then it becomes interesting. But yeah, like I said, the bearish scenario is equally valid for me. So it could just be that we crash this low here, and then yeah, then you lost your money. But okay, it's a matter of excuse me, personal preference, risk management, if you believe in this scenario or not. And yeah, at the same time, the like, to initiate a short, it's also not really attractive. Like, this is your invalidation level for the short. We are currently here. Again, risk reward. This is not the best setup. So only if we would go higher, be it as a wave X, be it as a wave 2, then a short might become interesting from a risk reward perspective. But then again, yeah, there is the same problem. If the wave 2 is in, it might also be a wave 3 to the upside here, and then we can crush this high here. But at least, I mean, it's a clear setup. This is your invalidation for the bearish scenario. This is your invalidation for the bullish scenario. So it's yeah, it's a matter of personal preference and risk management. So for the really interesting trades, I think we have to wait for a bit more data. Like I said, yeah, the only indication we have here for the bullish case is that we are in a wave 2 area. That's all. But it can as well be yeah, that this is just a corrective part here of our of our bearish case, which would mean 1, 2, and then 3 down. So for the DAX, I'm actually waiting for a bit more data to see what I can do. Maybe with a bit more data, the long entry can become interesting, or also the short entry can become interesting against this invalidation, the long entry against this invalidation. But then, yeah, as you can see now, we are really like somewhere in between. Like this here, we are really in the middle of this and this. So yeah, that makes both trades not really interesting for the moment. Okay, that's my analysis for today. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work, and I see you tomorrow for another video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.